You are now tuned into Mixstation Radio Live. The views and the opinions of the guests and the hosts you hear on Mixstation Radio Live are not necessarily those of the staff and the management of Mixstation Radio Live, its sponsors, or advertisers.
Hey y'all, so this is Deanna. Well, I'm Deanna. I am filling in for Cortese. She is a little bit under the weather, but we are here on Rum TV at Mixstation, and we are joined with the lovely MCKENZIE Peters. She is running for Miss Maryland. Say hi to everybody.
Hi everyone, thank you for having me.
Of course, of course. So, to start us off, where are you from? Are you from here?
No, I'm not from this area. I moved like my entire life.
No.
But like right now, I live in Chestertown, Maryland, with my boyfriend.
Oh, okay. So where were you from? Like where's your family from?
I want to say like probably, well, I was born in Newark, Delaware,
Okay.
but mostly I lived in either Cecil County, Maryland, or Carroll County, Maryland.
So you're real familiar with the Maryland area.
Yeah, I really am.
Okay, so how have you been liking it so far since you've been here?
I like Maryland. I mean, I've moved other places, like other states and stuff like that, like New Jersey, Delaware, just everywhere. So I'm pretty familiar with the Maryland area.
So have you ever been outside of the country, or is it just like...
I wish. And you especially can't go now with the pandemic.
Yeah, you definitely can't go now with the pandemic. So is this your first beauty pageant, or...
This is actually my second one. Last year I just competed just to see what was out there, and so I liked it. So then I'm deciding to do it again.
You can claps on that.
Yes. So what was your first beauty pageant like, and did you like what did you think that you did, like pros and cons of like before that you think that you're going to do differently now, or?
Well, before I honestly had no idea what to expect, and now that I do, I feel like I can better prepare myself, and I feel like everything is a lesson learned. I also got to really meet amazing people, so I think that's one thing that brought me back is the cool, amazing people that I've got to meet along the way, especially the most powerful woman in the world, just in one room. I mean, some people might find it intimidating, but I think it's like amazing, honestly.
I was going to say I would be a little bit intimidated running for a beauty pageant. It is like, I hear it's really nerve-wracking for everybody that's there. But what made you want to enter into Miss Maryland, though?
Well, I don't know. Like, I feel like go hard or go home, basically.
That is, I know that's right.
Yeah, so I just like applied one day because I just saw it on like my Instagram, and I was like, oh well, maybe I should do that. And then the next thing I know is that I got a phone call interview from one of the state judges, and then she I guess liked what I had to say, and then it's from there on out, I'm just going to be a pageant girl from until I'm at least 28, because that's when you age out of the system. And maybe I'll do another different pageant system, but for now on, it's Miss Maryland USA.
See, I didn't even know that. I didn't even know it was a certain age that you had to be on.
Yeah, you have to be, the oldest you can be is 28, and you cannot have any children or be married.
By the time you're 28?
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty hard.
Yeah, it is.
For somebody to be 28 with no kids or nothing like that.
Yeah.
So what are some of the requirements that you have when entering into Miss Maryland pageant?
So basically, that's it. You just don't have to have any kids. Well, you cannot have any kids and not be married. They look for all kinds of different backgrounds. There's not really a qualification. And also, they just look for something unique that's different. That's kind of how people win. They don't want somebody that's like everybody else, because why be like everyone else when you can be yourself?
Whatever. So what are some of the pros and cons? I know you said this is your second beauty pageant. Mm-hmm. So other than the first one, what were some of the pros and cons to like being a part of a beauty pageant?
Well, I want to say for starters, I didn't know I needed to get a spray tan. So I was the whitest one in the picture, and it was like interesting. So now I know that I gotta get a spray tan or do something. I mean, either way, they don't really care. Like, come as you are, basically, because they want you to be, yourself.
So you just gotta have like
be better prepared and do your research, basically. And then I think that basically I never heard of this, but I didn't know that like boob and butt glue were a thing.
Boob and butt glue?
Yes.
What does the butt glue do?
Okay, so when you're wearing your swimsuit, it makes it so that it doesn't ride up, so that way the judges see something that they don't want to see.
Okay.
And then boob glue is like the same thing, so that way it doesn't slip or slide anywhere. So basically, that's some lessons that I learned.
Okay. I'm sorry. I'm still stuck on the butt glue. Okay.
Butt glue. Give me some butt glue.
Mr. Hooper. Okay. So. And then the noises. Okay. So other than the boob and the butt glue, was anything else what you were expecting when it came down to like Miss Maryland pageant?
Well, I actually didn't know. I was timed for my interview with the judges. You only get like 2 minutes to tell them who you are. So you have to speak really well, and you have to basically tell them who you are in 2 minutes, and you have to basically tell them what made you you, and what you think that you could be a better title holder than basically everyone else, even though there's so many amazing women. And even though you're not supposed to compare yourself to them, you kind of have to, but you have to like stand out at the same time. But from the time that you sit in that chair, you have 2 minutes to tell them who you are and why you should represent the state that you are competing against.
So, can I challenge you right now?
Sure.
I'm going to give you 3 minutes.
3 minutes?
Tell me about yourself in 3 minutes.
To tell you about myself?
Yes.
Okay. So my name is Mackenzie Peters. I have 5 sisters and 2 brothers. I grew up with a large family, and so basically we were really poor growing up. We didn't really have anything. I do remember there were some good times, but mostly I had bad times. I just remember my mom crying because she couldn't pay the electric bill, or she couldn't provide for us the way that she wanted to. And I also remember how amazing that she was being a mom, and I guess it just kind of inspired me to be some type of role model for other kids. So that's kind of one reason why I decided to compete in pageants. And also I just feel like I can be a really good role model for a lot of different people, not just kids, even though I have nephews that look up to me, but I just know that I can be one of the best Miss Marylands there has ever been. And I've gotten the pleasure to meet a few generations of them, so I think I can definitely fulfill the job.
Okay, and a quick question. Do you only have 2 minutes? Or what if you go below 2 minutes? What if you go above 2 minutes? What happens with this 2 minute mark?
I think sometimes if you're lucky, they say, is there anything else important that you'd like to share about us, about yourself? And then you either say yes or no, then you just hurry up and finish.
Okay.
So if you're lucky.
I get you. So what are, when being in the beauty pageant, does it require you to travel throughout the state? Or do you go other than the state, or is it just
Well, if you win the state title, then you get to travel. You get to go to different places because they do basically trips with other states to split cost of the pageant. So let's say you want to go to Spain or something, then you basically message another state contestant and be like, hey, you want to share this and split this cost with me? Because they give you, I think maybe $10,000 for the whole year to travel and pick what you want to do. But honestly, I want to do it all. I really do.
So what's, because I've lived in France, so I've been all over Europe. What is your favorite place where you would want to go if you won?
I think that I really want to go to Greece.
Why Greece?
Well, I just like how the water is so blue. Well, I've seen pictures of it. And I don't know, it just kind of seems like different. I like how things are different from here. And I think that the one thing that when people look at me, they just, I don't know, they think that I'm white when I'm really not.
So, are you mixed with like a different, like European or anything?
Well, I'm actually part Spain. I actually didn't know that, but I kind of did at the same time because my mom always told me I was Hispanic, and I was like, no, I'm not, Mom. So the only way I would know is because like my hair is like different than other, like, I guess, people that are Caucasian. Mm-hmm. And so every time my mom would bring out the brush, I would run away.
Oh my God, really?
Because I had spiral curls as a kid. And so she like cut it all off, and I had like no hair for like the longest time. And it just kind of never grew back the same. But yeah, it does get curly.
So you never liked getting your hair done, and then you're on a beauty pageant.
Yeah, exactly. and now I'm all about it.
So what are the other type of benefits that come with being a part of the beauty pageant?
Well, you get to meet really cool people. For example, I got to meet a few generations of Miss Maryland, like I told you. One of them is on The Bachelor in Paradise. She was on The Bachelor season, I think last year. Yeah, Mariella Pepin. I met her at the pageant, and she had complimented my hair. So I guess I got that going for me.
Yes. So what about the other women that are a part of it? I know you said that you guys are not supposed to compare yourselves to everybody else, but what about everybody else that's a part of it? Like, how do you interact with each other?
Well, it's not like what you see on Miss Congeniality, I'll tell you that. Okay. It's not.
I was going to ask you that question if it was the same thing.
No, it's not. It's not anything like toddlers and tiaras or anything like that. When I first got there, I thought that like it was going to be like that. And I just remember that my roommate, before she got switched with somebody else because she requested that, like somebody else, I thought she put my dress in my closet, and which I thought was nice. But at first, I thought she was like cutting up my dress, and I was looking for it. I was like, I swear, if you cut up my dress, this is not okay. But then I looked in the closet, and I was like, oh, okay, that's so nice of you. But I don't know. I was expecting the worst thing, I guess.
So is it like a lot of... because I'm interested, like, into like just knowing what you guys go through, basically. Like, is it hard, or is it easy, or is it any challenges?
Well, I think the most challenging thing is to be able to stand in your heels for like hours.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. And so it goes
that is a challenge. A lot of people don't know, but ladies go through a lot when we stand in heels. Like, how big is the heels though? Are they really big? Are they thick?
Well, I learned that if you can't walk in heels, you should probably get the thick kind, because otherwise you're going to fall over. I just remember last year, okay, so we have this choreographer. I don't know if he's going to be the same one. I hope so, because he's very nice. He was Taylor Swift and Paula Abdul's choreographer, and he actually went to her birthday party last year.
Taylor Swift?
Yeah, and Paula Abdul sent him a wedding gift, which was awesome. He told me about it. Oh, that's great. And so I just remember, like, I was grabbing onto the poles, and he was like, Miss Annapolis, you better let go of those poles. I was like, and then I was like, oh, it's so hard. I thought you didn't see me. And so, like, now I got like thicker shoes this year.
Oh, okay.
So I think I'll be good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also thicker heels, for a lot of people that don't know out there, it takes a while for them to kick in, the soreness and everything. It takes a while for them to kick in.
It does. Yeah.
That's a fact. So I know you said that you meet a lot of great people, but who's your role model?
My role model, I guess I would say that my role model is probably my mom, because even though
I'm sorry, I'm a mom too, so like I hope my daughter says the same thing. But why would your mom be your role model?
Well, I guess no matter what struggle that she has been through, she's always like overcome it, and always taught me no matter what situation that you're in, then nothing is like, I guess, definite. Like, you could always get out of the situation. And so I kind of call her J Money, because like she'll tell me she has no money, but I don't know. She just finds ways to get it. I don't know.
Listen, as a mom, I understand it. I'm not going to lie. We do have to just figure it out. Yeah. And I know you said, you can't be married or like have kids until you're 28. But seriously, you literally just figure it out as a mom. Like, I don't know where it comes from, honestly. So like putting myself in your mom's shoes, like we really just got to figure it out, honestly. But I'm glad that like your mom is your role model, because that shows that she showed you that basically, like you said, to just persevere. Yeah. And to just whatever obstacles that come your way, that you set your mind to, just go ahead and do it.
Yeah, exactly.
So what is the first thing that you will do when you win, other than be excited? But what is the first thing that you would do when you win?
Well, ever since I was like 15, I always had this vision of something that I wanted to do. So I don't know if you ever realize this, but there's like a lot of like abandoned houses. I always like thought that if we fix them up, get like the Habitat of Humanity's involved in the community, then we can fix them and hopefully put homeless people in there and get them started, because I know that some people don't really care that they're on the street, but I know that a lot of families, especially during COVID, I know that there's like laws saying, oh, you can't evict. Well, they're still evicting. I know that for a fact. I don't know. I just think that would be a really good thing to fix houses and help the homeless and put them in there. Because, shelters are full, and especially during like the winter time and it's hot outside during the summertime. I just, I don't know. I just came up with that when I was like 15, and I was like, hey, it actually might work.
Actually, it would work. We do have the homeless rate is going up, like you said, since the pandemic. So that would actually be very helpful for a lot, not just in Maryland, but everywhere. That would be really, really helpful.
And that's like one thing that I really hope to do, not just in Maryland, but to get something started like that nationwide. I don't know. I just think that it would be a good foundation to start. And I think it would be cool because it was my idea.
I know that's right. So where do you see yourself in about 5 years with the beauty pageant?
Well, beauty pageants, honestly, people just think that you have to be pretty to enter them, which is not true. It's just a stereotype that somebody came up with. So beauty pageants are actually what's in your heart and like what you believe in and what you obviously fight for and stuff like that. And so basically what judges look for is what you can do as a title holder versus everybody else. Even though they might like you, they give you a chance every year to compete, to be more spontaneous every year.
So if you no, that does make sense. I'm sorry. If you don't win, you could just like continue to compete. Yeah. Every year. Is there like a limit to it? How many times you can do it?
No, you can compete as many times as you want. It's just you age out of the system by the age of 28. But how beauty pageants do work is that there's like basically the person who wins, and then there's like first place, first runner-up, second runner-up, third runner-up, fourth runner-up, and fifth runner-up. So if those people cannot fulfill their duties, then they do it. Because, obviously there's a chance someone might get married, someone might get pregnant, someone...
I'm still stuck that you can't be married or pregnant until you're 20. Well, after you're 28. That is crazy to me. Because with the world that's going on right now, that is super duper... Well, I'm not going to say it's not super duper hard, but... it's a challenge because there's a lot of people that aren't before 28 that are pregnant and getting married and everything like that. So other than not other than that. So what are some of the talents and skills that you have?
Well, to be completely honest with you, I'm horrible at everything.
Oh my god.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm horrible at everything.
So you didn't play any sports or anything?
Well, I was a varsity cheerleader, so that's good. I can jump high.
Were you a flyer?
No. No, I wasn't a flyer, and I could not do any cartwheels. I could just jump high. That's it.
So were you like because I have a lot of friends that played that did cheerleading, and a lot of people don't know cheerleading is a sport.
It is,
because you can get hurt really bad.
Exactly.
But so, what are some of the talents that you're going to do in the pageant, though?
Well, there's actually no talents that you do. So basically, when you compete, there's like a swimsuit competition. The interview is the most important, other than the evening gown. And the swimsuit is obviously semi-important, but they basically want to see your personality and stuff like that on stage. So there's no actual talent portion. They took that away a few years ago.
So is it just they took it away in Miss Maryland, or like is it just everywhere, like Miss USA or anything like that? They don't have.
They took that away for, I guess, the Miss Universe system, because the state.
I did not know that.
Yeah, the state is like part of that.
That is crazy. So you don't even have to show any talents to.
Yeah.
to be.
I mean, when you get there, they say, hey, if you want to, sign up to do some type of performance, you can do that, and that would be cool. And I'm just like, wow, I would totally do that, but I'm not talented at anything.
Well, other than your talents, what are you passionate about other than the pageant, Miss Maryland pageant?
Someday I'm trying to like pay off some debt and then go back to school because I'm taking a break right now.
I didn't need to hurry up with these student loans.
I know, right?
He taking his time. I'm not even gonna lie.
Yeah, but I really hope that someday I can become like a Supreme Court judge for the judicial system, in DC. I think that would be cool.
Well, that's so crazy because I was actually going to be in the FBI.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I went to school for French.
Mm-hmm.
I studied abroad, and I was like, I'm really going to be like in the, I wanted to be in the French embassy over in Paris.
Yeah.
And, no, man, it just don't work. It's a lot that goes into that. The government is not something to play with.
Yeah.
And it's a lot of requirements that you have to. So actually, you being in the beauty pageant is a good step, though.
Yeah, it does help with that. It helps you land any job that you want, which is awesome.
Yeah.
So if you think about it, I'm helping them market because that's what it is. Like basically, the Miss USA system, they picked also who best markets the Miss Universe industry. It's not just about obviously it is about politics. So I think that overall, I don't know. I just think that they would find me very interesting because I'm like different than everyone else, and I know that. Like I used to think oh, why can't I be like everyone else? And then I just learned that I don't want to be like everyone else.
I'm sorry, but I said the same thing. So Cortez actually interviewed me too, and I said the same thing. Like I'm definitely different, and I don't want to be like everybody else. But that's a good mindset to be in because if you want to be like you said, you can't really compare yourself to everybody. So when you start thinking that you have that individuality than everybody else, like I think you just already won. Just your personality, just yourself. Like you just already won the world. But so what about I'm trying to figure out how to word this question. I'm sorry. As far as like Miss Maryland goes, what are some of other than Miss Maryland, do you plan on taking it further than Miss Maryland? Do you want to do like Miss USA or Miss Universe?
Yeah, I actually really want to do that. So that's one reason. I don't know, like I just get this feeling that someday, even if it's not this next weekend coming up, that I'll win. I know that someday it will be my time, and I know that I have to trust the process, and this is like a whole journey that is going to happen, and I just know that someday that I'll be on the Miss Universe stage, and then you can think about this moment.
Of course. Well, how old are you?
I just turned 24.
Okay.
And so, yeah, so I still have a few years. I started competing when I was, I think I was 22 at that time. They pushed everything back because of COVID, or else I would have had like another year to compete. So that's fun.
Yeah, COVID definitely stopped a lot of things for a lot of people.
Yeah, exactly.
So, but you're 24, and you say you just turned 24 like this year, right?
Yeah, on June 24th.
Let me say
something. And the pageant is on July 24th. So we got a lot of 24s going on, and I think that I have some good luck going on.
Yes. The numbers 2 and 4, do you know what it means?
No, what does it mean?
It's like good luck and like fortune and money, and it's like all of like good things that come with 222 and 444.
Yeah.
So if you see like 222 and 444, That's a good thing.
Yeah, that is a good
lie.
thing.
That means like the universe is in tune with what you're going through right now. So what are I'm sorry, where do you see yourself, because I know you just turned 24, and trust me, when you turn 25, listen, that's when everything in your body just start hitting, and you start realizing like, oh, I'm a quarter century. Like you just
You're
start
what?
a quarter century. Like right now I'm 25. So when I hit 25, my body just like everything in your body just transforms. Your voice transforms. Everything just start transforming. Like my mom told me, which I didn't know, your taste buds change every 7 years.
Yeah,
I
they
didn't
do.
even know that. So I didn't even like peppers or onions or anything like that. Now I do. Now I just love them. So where do you see yourself in a year? Like when you turn 25?
Well, I mean, some people say that your health starts declining when you're in your mid-20s. Well, I think that already happened to me because I have like weird stomach problems. Or actually last year I couldn't work for like 2 or 3 months. Just because like it was so bad I could not like stand up, and like I had to get like some type of like operation kind of to see what was wrong with me. They still didn't figure out what it was, and I started like throwing up nonstop, which was really, really weird, and I could not like eat anything at all, and I lost like a crap ton of weight, unfortunately. And around that time I actually like found out that I had post-traumatic stress disorder, just from like stuff that happened from when I was a kid that I was never, you know, able to deal with. But like now I've been in counseling for almost a year now, and so that's like one thing that I hope to, I guess, be different with compared to other contestants, because obviously dealing with mental health is really hard, but you got to be up for the challenge. It's a fight every day, and that's one thing that I can't stress enough, is that you have to take care of yourself, not just like physically but like emotionally, before you can even consider taking care of anyone else. You have to take care of yourself.
You are preaching right now. Because, well, first of all, I didn't even know that in your mid-20s that everything with your body goes downhill. Thank you for telling me that, because I'm sitting here like, what is happening with my body? But that is very true. Your mental health is very important, and shout out to all of the therapists out there. Shout out to everybody that go to school for therapy, because that is very important. A lot of people don't understand getting a therapist. That's important.
Yeah.
They think that, like, you know, they don't know what they're talking about, or like they're just saying anything, but they're not just saying anything. They are actually like helping you. I just lost my best friend, so I'm actually in therapy right now, and it does help. It does. A lot of people think that they can go on things by themselves and figure it out on their own, but like you said, mental health is an everyday struggle. Like it
really
is.
is.
So what other than mental health, what does success look like to you when you think of like succeeding? What do you think about?
Well, I really do think about like, if you ever have like something that you really want to do, like if you want to travel, you should travel. If you want to, I don't know, basically the sky's the limit in my opinion. And that's like one thing that I have learned. Like, I think before like I met my boyfriend Maddox, I used to like, I'm not even kidding, like I used to be like so afraid to do stuff, and I don't know, he's just like the type of person where if I have an idea, he's just like, oh, let's go do it. Like one time I was like, let's go to the, I was like, yeah, I was like, I was like,
that's what you're supposed to do.
I was like, I want to go to the beach, and he goes, let's go right now. And this,
I know that's right. I know that's right. Yes. Well, what about I know you mentioned your boyfriend. So what about other things that like he has helped you with, other than you know, just being down for anything? What has been one troubling thing that you felt like that you had to go through that you got past?
Well, I feel like I used to have like trust issues. I mean, obviously, I feel like during like some type of like, you know, situations I might still have them, but I think that as far as like my family, he's probably the only person that I trust that's not gonna, you know, tell my secrets or anything like that. I mean, I don't really have any. I'm kind of an open book, but that's just kind of an example of like one thing that I guess he's helped me get over. I don't know. I guess just live in the moment instead of planning everything out, even though I'm a planner, and I think it's maybe a problem.
Yeah,
even though I'm late to everything.
Yes, everything is always about planning and being organized, but sometimes we plan too much and we too organized.
Yeah, exactly.
And we too down to the T. So what about, because I know you said that you had some trust issues, which I'm not going to lie, in this industry, because I had to learn myself, you can't really trust everybody and you can't really be around everybody. So that is really good that, I'm not saying that it's good that you have trust issues, but that's good that you have that awareness that, like, you know, not everybody knows your best interest of heart. Not everybody is going to be rooting for you. Not everybody's going to want to be seeing you succeed. So with that being said, do you have any friends or anything that's going to be in the pageant? Or
I do know a few people that I competed against last year. So there's we have like a dance party.
Oh Jesus.
So we're only competing 2 days instead of 3 because of COVID. So they're doing like the virtual I guess interview for the judges tomorrow. So my time is at 12:30. Yeah. So I have to wake up early and get my hair and makeup done, which is always fun. Luckily, I have like a really, really amazing sponsor from Tranquility Spa Salon in Northeast Maryland, where she like sponsored me the first second I went into her salon, and I was like, yeah, so I have a business proposition for you. Would you be interested in sponsoring me? And she was just like, yeah. Which is like, so like, it's really hard to find sponsors, like especially because they're putting their time, money, and energy into you, which is like awesome, especially if you get the opportunity. But not everyone is so lucky to be able to experience that, and not a lot of people understand that like competing in pageants is like a really awesome experience. And I remember last year, I believe that we had like maybe 100 girls or a little bit less that competed, which was the most that has ever competed in the Miss Maryland history, which was amazing. But
you said it was like 100?
Yeah. Yeah.
And only one could win, ladies and gentlemen. Only one winner.
Yeah.
So how many are this year, though?
I actually did not count because I feel like why stress about the numbers when you can show them on stage who you are.
Okay.
Yeah.
Listen, y'all better vote for her. McKenzie Peters. Okay. Miss Maryland, USA.com. Y'all better go vote for her. But so. Well, I was speaking about the other girls that are in there. Do you have any of your, because I know you said that you have some sponsors. Do you have any other sponsors, or is it just the hair lady?
Well, well, I actually have a few other sponsors. So I also got MJ Studios Photography. He's in Towson to take my pictures last minute.
I think I've heard of him.
Yeah.
I've heard of him.
He's very nice, and even though he was going on vacation, he made time to do it for me. I was like, I'm so sorry, but this is like last minute. Can you like do this for me? And then he was like, yeah, come to the studio.
So does everybody have to get sponsors in Miss Maryland?
So basically, it's really costly to compete. So either you pay for it yourself, or you can get people to sponsor for you. Which I highly recommend because it's very expensive, but it's a really good experience overall. So
what are like the pros and cons of it? Like, what makes it? I don't know. What makes it fun? What makes it challenging? What makes it just a pageant?
Oh, okay. So what makes it fun is, I guess, the whole experience, like being on the stage. Like, you have 2 minutes to get dressed, mind you. So you have
2 minutes.
Yes, 2 minutes.
Crazy. You got 2 minutes for everything.
Yes. Yeah. So you have 2 minutes to get dressed, and that you can't run in heels. So somehow you have to make it down the stairs, like 3 flights of stairs, in 2 minutes to get dressed. You have to be in your number order. And I don't know if you've ever seen like behind the scenes of like Miss Universe or Miss USA, but that's kind of how it is. Like, you have a certain amount of time to get ready and get dressed. So basically you have like a time, okay, so when you first get there, you have a time to, check in, give them your pageant paperwork that you're supposed to already have filled out, So then you have scheduled hair and makeup to get done, or you just do yourself. But obviously my hair is too long and too crazy to do myself, so I always get it done. So that way I don't have to worry about it. And because I'm not really good at it either. And so
I'm not good at doing my hair either. A lot of people aren't good at doing it.
Well, you have really nice, pretty hair, so you probably...
this isn't my hair, but thank you. But my...
Yeah, you getting that one. You getting that one. You getting that one.
My real hair is too much. It is.
Yeah.
It's a lot. It is. And you have really long hair, so I understand it. Like, it's just a lot.
And it's, like, really thick. Like, it's like horse hair. And so, like, I'm just like, I don't even know where to begin. I'm going to be here for hours.
Oh, Jesus. Yes. So, actually, how long does it take to flat iron your hair?
I guess it depends on the straightener.
Jesus. You need a specific straightener? Jesus.
Yeah. I mean, like, I guess if I have a good one, it might take me, like, I don't know, like 45 minutes to an hour. Maybe a little less. The one
That's
that I did.
normal time.
Yeah. But then again, it has to be, like, really, really straight, or, like, what's the point? Yeah. And, like, I don't know.
So you like it, like, bone straight?
Yeah.
Okay. That makes sense.
Yeah, it does make sense.
So, closing it out, do you have any advice that you would like to give to anybody out there or the other girls that are a part of the beauty pageant?
Yeah, I would just want to say that always be yourself, and there's no room for you to be like anyone else. And so also I want to say that everybody struggles with something and that you're not alone, and mental health is very important. Don't feel ever ashamed of getting counseling for the help that you need, because, you know, especially during the pandemic, suicide rates are really high. Especially during the pandemic, it's really hard to get counseling. I know, because I had to wait like 6 months to get counseling because everyone felt like
they needed it.
So it was very high. I just remember calling after I found out, after I saw like a psychologist, and they were like, yeah, you have post-traumatic stress disorder, because originally I went there because I wasn't like feeling myself, and I was like, oh, I think I might be losing it. Can you help me? And so she was just like, yeah, you have post-traumatic stress disorder. You have to call this number, get counseling. You know, it's just like, okay. So I did that, and then they were just like, yeah, there's like a whole waiting list for like 6 months because there's a high demand for counselors because of the pandemic and everyone's feeling alone, sad, and like suicidal. And I was like, oh, well, I guess I'm not your priority. Other people have more important things to worry about than what's going on with me. So basically I had to wait a long time. So basically I just want to tell everyone that you're not alone, and just to hold on to the strength that you have inside of you, and I know that you can do it. And also to the women that are competing against me and Miss Maryland USA, I can't wait to see you, and I hope that I get to experience this journey with you. And even if we both don't win, then I hope that we can be long-term friends. And it's like a whole sisterhood that people, I don't know if people can possibly understand it. Yes.
It does seem like it's like a sisterhood, though.
Yeah.
Because not a lot of people go through it.
Yeah. It's really, like, I just remember last year, I just did not do so good. I forgot to say, like, where I was representing, because, like, I don't know if you're familiar with, like, Cecil County, but they had me say Annapolis. Cecil County is, like, not anywhere near Annapolis.
I was going to say.
And so, like, I forgot to say Annapolis, and I felt, like, so terrible. And I just remember, like, the girl that was before me that stood next to me when she had to say where she was from, she was like, don't feel bad. I don't think anyone noticed it. So then I just remember the next day, this one girl was whispering about me, and she goes, oh, my God, that's Miss Annapolis. Yeah, I can't believe she forgot to say Annapolis. And I looked at her, and I was like, you know, I can get you disqualified because you said that, right? You're not supposed to talk about anyone.
Oh, my God. Yes, you are. First of all, that's in life. You're not supposed to talk about anybody.
Well, they actually have like a rule, which is really nice, that if you hear anyone like gossiping or saying anything negative, then you're automatically disqualified.
Which is,
but like
that is good, because like some people, like you said, some people are a little bit body conscious, some people are a little self-conscious. So that's really good that you guys have to cheer each other on instead of
they want you to
negative
be
thoughts to yourself.
They want you to be somebody's cheerleader instead of somebody that tears others down.
As
because
you should.
Exactly, like what kind of title holder would you be if you were sitting there talking about other girls inappropriately? Like, you're supposed to be a role model, not sit there and, you know, talk nonsense about someone.
Yeah.
You're supposed to make them feel good about themselves, not
and
just...
as a woman, everybody's a winner.
Exactly.
As a woman. Because it's already hard being a woman.
Yeah, exactly.
So everybody's a winner.
Exactly. And I just also want to teach people that you don't have to be a crown or, you know, be a title holder to be a winner. You can be your own type of winner. And yeah, you don't need that.
Do you have your own crown, or did they give you one?
Oh, I have one internally.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. Mr. Wilbur, give her some claps or something. Yes, she got her own crown. Yes. Well, that was a great way to end it. I'm not even going to lie. Well, thank you so much, Mackenzie, for coming on.
You're so welcome.
And guys, make sure you tune in. Well, I did want you to say where your interview is going to be and where people can see the pageant.
Okay, so the interview is going to be online. I don't know if you're going to see that, but I'll try to record it. If I'm allowed to, I'll ask first, because I don't want to be disqualified before I even get there.
Got you.
And so if you guys want to follow my journey on Instagram, it's _pure, P-U-R-E, and then underscore again, and then diamond, and then another underscore. You guys can follow me there for any announcements. And then if you want to vote for me, you can go to www.missmarylandusa.com and then find my picture, Mackenzie Peters. And yeah, that's pretty much how you...
her picture.
That's how you vote for me. I'm pretty sure that the first vote is free, and then after that, it's $1 per vote. So... yeah, it costs money, but
don't waste your dollar. Don't waste your dollar. Vote for who you want to vote for. Yeah. Everybody vote for Mackenzie Peters on MissMarylandUSA.com. And she said her Instagram is _pure_ diamond underscore. So that's 3 underscores. And everybody, please follow her. Please support her. Please make sure that you know, she wins Miss Maryland. I'm going to vote for you. I know that's right.
I hope so.
But thank you so much for coming on. Thank you so much for joining us as well. And peace out with everybody. Thank you so much for joining with Rum TV and Chill Out Podcast on Mix Station. And everybody have a great day, and God willing, and God bless to everybody out there. And be safe, wear a mask, and I hope to see you guys next time.